In this video, we will discuss about control flows, some control flow control statements of Swift. So we will cover these topics in this video. First is the what are if statements, what are for statements, what are switches, switch switch what are guard operators, guard operators. So these statements are required for something some and where you need some you have to take decisions that this should be there or that another step should be there. So we will start with the if statement, simple if statements. Like we have declare a variable values whose value is integer and it's 1, and we will use first of all our if statement. If statement is like our reserve keywords is if then this bracket. Here will check conditions. Your value is equals to 1, then print then print then print value matches, value is 1, else print print value is not 1. So since our value is 1, so now our output is value is 1. If we change value to 2, then value will change from value is not a 1. So this is simple if statements. In Swift you can also skip these brackets, as compiler is very fast. He know that without brackets it can take this can calculate that this is if statements. Another thing we will cover here is of for statements. What for used for? For is the control loop statements. It used for like that for some values in range 1 dot 5. Here we will print our some values value here. Now if you see our console scale, it will print from one value from 1 to 5. This is values, and if we change this our control statement ranging from less than 5, it will only produce from 1 to 5, 1 to 5. So I say that syntax play important roles. If we do that, it will generate an error. Error is that expected to start with the for each loops. So here we have changed it to this. This is the value we have taken numbers, but we can also take as a from an array, like value variable or array of integers, variable array of integers, which starts from here like 1. Let's take a random value 2, 5, 78, 90, and if we changes here for a statement from our range value to the integer count, it will parse all our elements of int array of ints. So it will produce 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 90. This is second control statement. Third control statement is switch. Switches are based on sets, that which case you are going to hit. Like switch statements syntax is like this: switch value is your value, and pattern is that you are using case like that. It's if a value is 1, it will produce print it 1, and if our value ranges from 2 to smaller than greater than 5, then we here 2 to 5, between 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 2 to and 5. And another statement is like this: uh, 5 to 10. Default value is also like this: uh, 5 to 10 to 10. So this is our switch statements, and default values here we print all is number. So right now our value is here 5. Let's print out here our value. What is value from previous contact? What is value of our value is 2, so it will produce between 2 and 5. If I change value here to value to 5, it will produce 5 to 10. And if I use 51, it will show is a number. It will change to is a number. Another keyword that is in the switch statement is used is fall through. Fall through is that if I use here fall through syntax, and here I change the value to 6, as it is in range between 5 to 10. It will give us me an answer 5 to 10 plus default condition statement like is a number. 5 to 10 is a number, because we have used fall through, and it will run default case. If we skip this fall through from this case, it will give 5 to 10, but if we do these things, it will give me 5 to 10 plus is a number. This is the shift. And another last thing we are going to cover is guard operators, where the guard operators are used. So most of the time guard operators are used in functions. The keywords is like GUART. So in function like that, I am defining one function, simple function is value even even. Here I am using value of integer type. I'm going to define function. I'm going to define my functions like going to use guard operators. Guard operators is like this: guard let even is the value I am getting from my check even. If passing argument value is even, so I'm going to check this value equals to value and dot even, checking even thing even, checking even dot trunk. We use modulus operators, these operators by 2, and it will give me a error that this is not a while statement, as Apple has changed it to another function. has changed to another function, so we have to use that function is not even number. So it should say that must be integers. I'm just facing two problems here. Let me use another things. This is correct version. Let me paste here. So this is the things that are required. So in God is our function, is your function so I have removed all the errors because truncating is divided by 2. It will give us some float values, some optional float values. I have changed here that float values. So when I call this function, it will pass the value will be here. It will some value like um, is value is 35 34, so it will give me that even number 34 or even number 34 because in God operators here it get the even values and it check that if it is truncated remainder divided by 2 is equals to 0. Yes, it is in our valid thing, so it will give parts here, it will come here and it print this line a even number even. But if I change this value to some odd numbers, it will go to else statement and our value function will return from here and it will produce not a even number because when it is divided by this even truncated remainder divided by 2 is not producing the 1. It will produce 1 not the 0, so it will go this here and our function will return it. So because function is not running further because of this statement God operators. So God operators are our syntax control statements. So this is about the flow control statements. Thanks.